One poll and a couple of studies over the last year that I think are very significant. They did a poll on all of the presidential candidates and the favorabilities of the presidential candidates in his or her own home state. You know, there's only one presidential candidate in this cycle viewed favorably in his or her own state, and that's me. And I guess I really don't appreciate it, but the reality is, in New Mexico, people wave at me with all 5 fingers, not just one. And then they did a study on all the presidential candidates and what were their records when it came to job creation. Well, actually, I had the best record when it came to job creation, and my response to that was the same response that I gave as governor of New Mexico. I did not create one single job as governor of New Mexico. The private sector creates jobs, but I did control all the agencies. I appointed the heads of all the agencies. I hired them. I appointed the members of all the boards and commissions. I controlled all rules and regulations. And I have to tell you that there was certainty when it came to rules and regulations. Why have a rule? Why have a regulation if all it's going to do is add time and money to our lives, but isn't going to make us any healthier, any more safe, not going to improve our lives in any way whatsoever? I stood up and I vetoed that kind of stuff. The ACLU last December came out with a report card on all the presidential candidates, and the report card was on civil liberties. This is something that I'm really proud of. ACLU, a group dedicated to civil liberties, a group dedicated to the Constitution, a group dedicated to the first 10 amendments to the Constitution, the Bill of Rights. 24 liberty torches was a perfect score. This is important. Mitt Romney and Rick Santorum had 0 liberty torches out of 24. Newt Gingrich had 4 liberty torches out of 24. President Obama had 16 liberty torches out of 24. Ron Paul had 18 liberty torches out of 24. And Gary Johnson had 21 liberty torches out of 24. Live free. So, the Libertarian Party, me running for President of the United States, I'm on the ballot in 48 states. I'm also on the ballot in the District of Columbia. I'm an official write-in candidate in Michigan. The only state where I am not on the ballot is Oklahoma. They should wear a necklace of shame for the fact that I believe for 4 election cycles there has not been a third party on the ticket. It doesn't have to do with citizens of Oklahoma. It has to do with elected officials in Oklahoma, and they should be ashamed for what they've done. But they've done that. So putting that into perspective, there are other third-party candidates running for President of the United States, but none of them come close to 50-state ballot access. I believe the Green Party is on the ballot in 30 states. The Constitution ballot, I think, constitutional ticket, half of that. So when I talk about my opponents, I'm talking about Mitt Romney and Barack Obama because we're the 3 that are on the ballot in my case, with the exception of 1 state. So I'm the only candidate out of the three that does not want to bomb Iran. Stop with the military interventions. Stop. We're going to end up with another 100 million enemies to this country that we would not otherwise have. Do you know the largest demonstration in the world in support of the United States after 9/11 was in Iran, in Tehran, where over 1 million citizens showed up in support of the United States, and we're going to bomb Iran? Right now we have a trade embargo on Iran. As a result of that trade embargo, life in Iran right now is horrible. Inflation is running at 75%. Do the citizens of Iran blame their government for this? No. They blame the United States because of this. How about the notion of trade with Iran? How about actually opening up diplomacy as opposed to shooting first? I'm the only candidate running for President of the United States that wants to get out of Afghanistan tomorrow and bring the troops home. The root of all evil, politicians beating their chests in the name of elect me and re-elect me, and I'm going to save you from the illegal immigrant, I'm going to save you from drugs, I'm going to save you from poor health care, I'm going to save you from terrorism. And when it comes to saving you from terrorism, tens of thousands of innocent civilians die in these countries where we militarily intervene. Our men and service women are dying. Our men and service women are coming back with their limbs blown off, all in the name of politicians that don't have a clue as to why we are vilified worldwide, as opposed to the beacon on the hill, as opposed to the country that's always stood up to the bully, as opposed to being the bully. Fundamental to governing is the pledge that the President of the United States takes to govern under strict adherence to the United States Constitution. Military intervention would start with congressional approval, but let's not militarily intervene. We're going to attack when we're attacked, not the other way around. In the notion of strict adherence to the United States Constitution, I am the only candidate running for President of the United States that believes that marriage equality is a constitutionally guaranteed right. That it's on par with civil rights of the 60s. I'm the only candidate running for President of the United States that wants to end the drug wars now. Legalize marijuana now. We are at a tipping point on this issue. 50% of Americans now support legalizing marijuana. Why is the number so high? It's because we're talking about it. It's because people are recognizing that 90% of the drug problem is prohibition-related, not use-related. That's not to discount the problems with use and abuse, but that should be the focus.